Hi there. Me again. This next section should be really quite short like the last one was. This is the radiation therapy expense list and financial aid information. So if you turn to your page that has the educational expense list, this expense list is really essentially just a ballpark guesstimate of what it might cost to attend and go through the entire radiation therapy program at Amarillo College. This cost that's listed there is not per semester, that's for the whole shebang, the whole thing. And actually, if anything, this may well be an underestimate of the costs for you, simply because many of the students applying for our program have taken a good number, some students even all of the general education classes ahead of time. That's about 1/3 of the semester credit hours, maybe even more than that, already taken. So they don't have to take that or pay for it, more importantly, again. So if you've taken a fair number of classes already that apply to our degree, the general education classes, well then your costs are going to be proportionally lower than what is listed here. Do note though that if you live outside of the Amarillo city limits, you will be considered out of district, and the reason for that is simply that people living in the city of Amarillo pay extra taxes to Amarillo College, so they get a bit of a break on the tuition. So if you live outside of the city of Amarillo, you have to pay out of district. And if you live out of state, of course, you have to pay out of state. And some ballpark guesstimates on those costs are listed there as well. But any way you look at it, community college is the way to go as far as getting a good career in a short amount of time. Community college, Amarillo College, I think in particular, is a bargain, simply put. There's a number of students that have told me that they've looked at programs in their home states that have come to Amarillo College from out of state, and they say that even with the out-of-state tuition, Amarillo College still oftentimes ends up being quite a bit cheaper than going to a local university program that's closer to them. So we pride ourselves in a quality product, our curriculum, our program, at a bargain price. What a deal, huh? So that's the program educational expense list. There is specific information about tuition costs in the college catalog. So if you want to find out specifically what your costs are going to be, then you can go through there and figure out each semester how many semester credit hours you anticipate taking, including any general education classes that you still might have yet to take. And then don't forget to add in the malpractice insurance cost per semester and any applicable lab fees, and you should be able to calculate really to the dime what your tuition costs are going to be for each semester. Also, our costs for textbooks are very minimal. I've been a student many times in the past, and I know that textbooks are just outrageous in their costs. So we have very few textbooks in our program. In fact, most of the textbooks that you'll be using are essentially workbooks written by me, and all you have to do is pay for the printing cost, essentially, for those books. So again, we make it a deal for you. The last page that's listed in the packet is financial assistance information. This is basically information that I copied and pasted from the catalog. I'm not the person to talk to about financial aid or scholarships or any of that. I don't really know a whole lot about that stuff. I just advise everyone to go and talk to our financial aid office and ask them for every financial aid deal that they have, any scholarship, anything, grants, whatever, and just fill out all the paperwork for everything that they hand you. And the worst they can do is say, no, sorry, we can't help you. The best they can do is maybe help you a ton. So you don't get any help unless you apply. So go ahead and apply. It's just a little bit of paperwork. I had a student many years ago who I still vividly remember this, and I remember he was really whining and moaning and complaining that he only got a $150 scholarship. I asked him, well, how long did it take you to fill out the paperwork for that? And he said, well, a couple of hours. And I said, man, that's like $75 an hour. All of a sudden his face lit up and his attitude completely changed about that $150. All of a sudden it meant a whole lot more when you put it in terms of $75 per hour. So any help that they can give you is good help. So check it out. And the key word for this last section is bargain. What a deal. We are a bargain. So this is actually not the last video to watch. There is still more video to come. This just completes the part of the application or orientation that covers the application packet. But there's still more really important stuff to talk about that you'll need to mark down on your keywords list. So until then.